Another beautiful dawn has broken.
Why ain't life so pretty?
The sun shining,
Like daisies in a field.
birds chirping, and we are all alive
Why
to see
nature
these
sing?
God-made beauties. The life of a street child in Namibia.
My name is Johannes, my surname is Gunther, and I am 12 years old, and I am born here in Windhoek. I was staying in Dolam, and I was staying with my uncle and my aunt, and it was in the night. He wanted to send me at the Shabin. I said no, it's in the night, maybe tomorrow in the morning. He said tomorrow and tomorrow, so he won't sleep here in my house. Just he will go and found a place where we sleep. And then I said, it's okay, I can.
Johannes, only 12 years old, was driven away by circumstances like the death of his parents, a broken home, and impoverishment. Johannes has been living on the streets for over a year now.
My parents are dead, both of them in 2005. They were sick, TB.
After wandering from one house to the next, he found that it was easier for him to live on the streets, not realizing how dangerous it can be.
I'm not feeling well being without parents. Because to be without parents is not nice. You won't feel well in your heart. You will just, every day you can cry. I'm not crying so loud, just in my heart, if I think about them.
Johannes became accustomed to the life on the streets and would time and again rather make his way back to the life he has known and had no choice but to live. But contrary to the life on the street, there are many a times that Johannes longs for tender touch, love and warmth of a fulfilled family life.
Yes, on the street, the life is not nice and getting so difficult. To buy yourself food, and you don't have also water to wash yourself. You are every day dirty. The people are saying you must wash yourself, and we don't know where must you get water.
Where do you get water to wash yourself?
We are not getting water to wash, just only to drink in the toilets and to wash our faces in the morning. I was schooling at Moses van der Bijl, and I was in grade 5. I want to go back to school.
Besides having to fend for himself on the street life is also the battlefield for territory and space. Johannes talks more on how he survives the day-to-day bullying by other street children.
If there's other street kids, if they actually say, no, I want to go and buy something, they will say, give us before, if one we can beat you now. If you are lucky, they can leave you like that, you will just grab you. If I have to choose between money and family, I should choose my family. Because I can't live in the street. It's not so good. My dream is, if I grow up, I don't want to be again in the street. I want to get my own house, to get my own job. My job like business, to sell something or get a work. Life as a street kid is not nice.
There is hope. It's 7 a.m. Children with similar situations to that of Johannes not only on their way to school, but also on their way to a safe place. These young ones are picked up and dropped at the Shalom Center every morning just as the day starts. A center for children that don't necessarily have the privileges and luxuries as those more fortunate than themselves.
This was based on what he had learned from the wise men. So the Lord's promise came true, just as the prophet Jeremiah said. In Ramah, a voice was heard, crying and weeping loudly. Rachel was mourning for her children, and she refused to be comforted.
The Child Development Foundation is a non-profitable social development organization that was formed during 2006. And this was formed to actually give Namibian orphans and vulnerable children an opportunity to better their future. This is done via education. We have a school here, a mission school, and we also have a feeding program, and we also try and look at them and provide medical assistance where necessary. The vision of the Child Development Foundation is to support these children through education, and we're actually very fortunate that our main sponsor is Stichting Papa from the Netherlands. The Stichting Papa initiative was launched specifically to assist the CDF children in Namibia. They are our main donors, and they give us roughly about $1 million Namibian dollars a year.
I think our biggest challenge is to raise sufficient funds for the project. We want to ensure that each child here will become self-sufficient one day and get a good job.
The center not only provides an education for the needy and vulnerable, but serves as a second home during the day for the children who have lost their parents and guardians.
A reward for us is to see how the children blossom under the care of and the love of CDF, the staff of CDF. The relationship is very good between the foundation, the guardians and the community, because they know they can trust us. They are very grateful for the work that is done here, and they give their full support.
It has taken commitment and perseverance by the Child Development Foundation and the Shalom Center team for the survival of the day-to-day runnings of the center.
We're in the process of acquiring land from the City Council where we can build our own school, which will also include a vocational training center, because we've realized that with some of the children, they are already over the normal school going age, and we just feel that we need to get them into a vocational training school so that they can acquire and develop technical skills. I think as Namibians, we need to instill a culture of social participation in our children, because that will only mold them into grown-ups that are dutiful towards the society that we live in. And I think as Namibians, we should look at really acquiring and developing technical skills in our children. It's been 19 years now that Namibia has gained independence from South Africa, but economically we're still dependent on them.
The center has brought a ray of hope, not only for the children and their parents, the residents of Katatura, but for a brighter future of Namibia. Despite their difficult upbringing, and backgrounds, these children are being equipped with the power of knowledge and companionship, for they are just merely innocent.
I think I can make a difference. This is why I came here. I love children, and I don't work with the children much now because I'm mostly in the office, but I want to do something for children who are not so privileged than me.
As it is said, right of way means choice of path. But the path needs to be traveled nonetheless. These kids have their own path. Sometimes it's not a choice, but rather a circumstance. We make changes in the lives of these children every day, and so do they.